So let's see this. Of course, Mishima Dojo elements, a freaking Goki sitting at the back, very authoritative character. Wait, 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 wait. So let's dive deep into this. We'll dive into the design and the story. Reina was a character conceived during Tekken 7 story, as we mentioned. Story development a decade ago. Basically, this concept is a decade old concept. She plays a vital role in Taken 8's story. The Dark Awakens. Despite her fashionable and charming appearance, she exudes a charismatic sense of evil, reflecting her character's duality in both personality and fighting style. Like, this character could be a split personality, like the fact that she is a nice, cool girl, but then there is some sort of past or something just has happened to her. She's definitely going to be a character like Ayodi Yagami. Why? Because when you are consumed by a third power, consumed by a power that I am not. I see it like this. I think that's a great way to, put rivals. I have a feeling that this character is definitely going to be, one of those journalists in Taken 7 who was narrating the story. So I have a feeling that Reina is the actual of the game. Considering like Harada did indicate the end of Mishima's saga, but that doesn't mean it's the end of the game. I see clearly that Rina being a protagonist. Maybe too early to, say that, but I have a deep feeling about this. She can definitely get possessed by power, and maybe she has no control over her dual personality. It's definitely something very similar to one of those split personality roles in video games and movies as well. End of Mishima's saga, but that doesn't mean it's the end of the game. I see clearly that Rina being a protagonist. Maybe too early to, say that, but I have a deep feeling about this. She can definitely get possessed by power, and maybe she has no control over, her dual personality. It's definitely something very similar to one of those split personality roles in video games and movies as well. So attacks that reflect her personality and acrobatic movement based on Taido. Reina employs an acrobatic fighting style rooted in Taido, using swift and brutal techniques such as knife hand strikes, eye pokes, right? It's more like one of those pokey kind of fighting style, if I'm correct. So, and searching that reflect her character. So, and and scratching that reflect her scratching. So, wow, not just pokes in the eyes and stuff, but she also scratches. Remember, the scratch definitely, indicates to the tiger style of kung fu or something like that, right? So, and of course, Heihachi does have a tiger at his back, so maybe, but we haven't seen something like paws and all that, so we can say, oh my God, she has something to do with Heihachi's tiger. No, that's not how it looks. She utilizes a special movement called Sentai. I think this is that stance that basically enables her to be able to control her movement from far. And honestly, this character is definitely going to be great in terms of mobility. And then, of course, it's going to be a great character to punish whiffs or get moves to whiff. I'll definitely get into that when we're watching trailer. So Sentai to close the distance, right? Like I said, it's a stance that revolves around movement, tricky movement to be precise. Launch rushes. launch rushes, like, oh my god, a forced 50-50 kind of a way. While Onsuku allows her to deliver powerful attacks with agile footwork, demonstrating a speedy and aggressive combat. Speedy and aggressive, we saw that in the trailer as well. In addition, Reina has somehow acquired techniques like Wind God Fist and Spinning Demon, synonyms with the Mishima Karate, and even exhibits a power fighter aspect. Delivering powerful moves from the Heaven's Rod, once used by Heihachi. I don't know what do they mean by that. But they indicated that Heihachi did use this stance, which is nice. Who is now diseased. Her offensive capabilities near wall. So this character is definitely going to be a menace when they have you in the wall. And they said in particular are among the most potent of all characters. That's crazy. Like they're trying to say that she has an edge over other characters when it comes down to ball game. Reina is a character that emphasizes duality in various aspects to create a distinct counterpart to the powerful Mishima style karate. We chose Taido as the second fighting style. So coming back to this very statement emphasizes the duality in various aspects. Like I said, it could also be a personality trait, or it could also be something to do with something to do with her fight style, right? She is like maneuvering between fight styles and stuff like that. Maybe, yeah, this could also mean that it's a fighting style duality, or a personality duality, where I am indicating, and I do believe, like, many of the rival characters basically, there were characters in the past in video games that basically had these aspects of duality, like Iori Yagami, for instance. Like he will get mad every time he's possessed by Orochi spirits and stuff like that. So I see it that way. We chose Taido as the fighting style. Taido is known for its graceful and speedy movement with sharp and agile technique. Mm-mm. That's exactly what I expect from, Bandai Namco and Harada-san. Mr. Nakano is not only knowledgeable in Taido but also in various other martial arts. His advice on brutal techniques helped bring out the distinctive features and personality in Rina. So that's a great thing. Of course, that's how you can actually complement your characters too, which is awesome. As for the character design, now we're about to read that aspect of it. We are eager to work with Mrs. Mariko Shimazaki. She's the character designer. Yes, they have a female character designer to do this job right now, and we can clearly see that. I think that was a great idea. Contributed as a designer for characters like Kazumi and Josie for Tekken 7. So that girl have a history of producing, great characters, and we can clearly see that she has done a fantastic job. We contacted her to handle the design during the early stages of brainstorming character concepts and keywords, despite giving her the challenging task of capturing a genuine martial arts appearance with bold fighting style that blends elements of Taido and Mishima Karate while being a young woman who appears somewhat mysterious and has the duality. She delivered an exceptional design, and I cannot deny with that fact she actually did. I'm not gonna say that she overkilled, but I think she did a great job. Thanks to the design proposal we received from Mrs. Shimazaki, the grand direction Reina was clear from the beginning. In creating the 3D model, we worked on incorporating elements related to her hidden background and duality and how to shape it into an appealing design. So please do keep an eye for these. aspects. So first thing that I notice, and I want to say that out loud, there are two things that we really need to emphasize on. The first thing first is the duality. And the second thing, in the last sentence, if you pay attention, they said mysterious. Mysterious background. Like I said, this character has to have a mysterious background, and there is a little bit of lore that I will get into while I'm, doing the analysis of the video, which I'm about to do now. Quickly, that Reina is a character that has some Mishima roots. Okay, it's guaranteed that she does. The way she stands, she resonates with Heihachi and everything, but I have a feeling that this character is probably the most important character of the game. Ask me why, because she definitely has something to do with Heihachi, who's dead, and she is now appearing in the midst of the clash between Kazuya and Jin, and then she has a duality thing, right? She probably has no control over herself in some manners, and I will definitely point that out in the trailer. So I'll try and explain everything that we see. I've seen this trailer so many times. Unfortunately, I couldn't react to it because my light went off. Welcome to Pakistan. And, anyways, so let's see this. Of course, Mishima Dojo elements, a freaking Goki sitting at the back, very authoritative character. Wait. But that's a um, Mishima logo. Like, since I'm a designer, I think it's the costume job is average. But the best part about this shit is that this character is looking not just looking authoritative. The voice actor is doing the rest job, and the expression guy who has who've been morphing the character, I think, has done an amazing job, right? Right? Both. So this part actually resonates with Heihachi, the way we see it, right? So and this part is actually resonates with who? Jinpachi. So basically, she clears that clan. So this is very Soul Calibur, dead or alive kind of a thing. The way she's moving, but let me tell you that this is a stance. The stance that we just read about. Which is called Sentai. So basically, this is a Sentai stance, alright? So we've established that one. She clearly has a low awaiting, jump over too. Hunting Hawk of 431. A freaking Leo kind of a stance to duck shit as well. Jun Kazama, Asuka Kazama kind of a kick. And guess what? She also has a Bob's roll. She has a Bob's roll. Okay. Very nice. 443 plus 4 from Noctis. So that's like a very good quick mid that leads into a high attack that is homing. So just like I said, the character has a personality to it, and the duality that we just spoke about, this is that duality. Already established that, oh my god, this character is looking really tough. She is very tough opponent, but here we will see the dual personality of Reina in this very sentence that she's actually going to say to Jin. See, this is the actual Reina herself Very cool, calm, loving, cute, right? And she's calling Jin a senpai, right? Very respectful. But you will see a quick change in her personality in the very next sentence. Cute? Now, this is that different character we're talking about. And you see the hands coming out. It's guaranteed that she has more close ties with Jinpachi, maybe, than Heihachi. But both Heihachi and Jinpachi, opened their arms like that. She basically inherited stuff from both father and grandfather. If I bet there is a subtle change in her actual final design that they did not show in the trailer. Maybe there's some sort of eye glow or some sort of powers that basically show in her as an aura that did not appear here, because this should definitely change that duality experience in the character, right? Show that duality experience. Double forward 3 from Heihachi. A cutter, of course. Stomp. Wall break. Easy wall break. Down forward 1. And then she goes into a stance. And then, of course, it's a very bloody roar kind of a combo. Heihachi's down forward 1, 2. It it looked like down forward 1, 1 plus 2 to me instead. And she also has a hell sweep. That's a hell sweep. And she's already in heat. And that's our heat smash. Number 1. Right? Kazuya doesn't know that who she is, but she definitely knows. This is exactly why I am going to keep on emphasizing. This character knows the story. She came into this game to conclude the story, and she is base protagonist of the game, whether you like the idea or don't. This character is connected with the game so much that she's going to be the vital part of the story. And if you pay attention, she is letting Kazuya know that you will know eventually. I already know you because I've been doing some research. And at the same time, if you pay attention, the guy who was narrating the story mode was a freaking journalist. But I have a feeling like this time someone who could be narrating the story, it could be Reina. This is my, you know, a concept, just an idea. Dude, look at this shit. This is absolutely amazing. She does have an electric, and this electric did not look like as if it's gonna come from a stance. And let me just try and slow it down, because my trailer actually starts from here. The electric with no stance, down forward 4, 2, 3. Heat smash, of course. Another heat smash. She has 2 of them, right? And then 1 plus 2 of Heihachi. Of course, that parry that starts from forward 3 plus 4, she has it. Omen into a 4. And those of you who did not pay attention, this is a Tekken 3 Jin Kazama stage. You were probably too young back then, but I remember this is Tekken 3 Jin Kazama stage. Another parry that we used to do that back 1+4, I guess, or forward 1+4, right? So, and of course, this
Wow.
shit, man. I am in love with the animation. The kick starts, wow, like that. And of course, the stomp, Heihachi stomp, double stomp instead. And of course, the rage art. I think this is probably definitely one of the best rage arts in the game right now. I really love her voice actress too. So few things to pay attention to. It's just a freaking Heihachi inspired girl. Why there is a red electric? I have a feeling that red electric always resonates either Jin. Shit, Jin has a red electric to him. This is why she calls him senpai, right? So, bro, she is definitely in the crew. She's definitely in the good crew, by the way. She is an A team character, right? She is a protagonist, a good girl. She is going to put the bad men in their asses. This is exactly why she's here. So, we can clearly say that it could be Heihachi's eyes, but you know what? Whose eyes glows again? Ogre's eyes glow again. Jinpachi. But the way I see this, I swear to God, this whole thing and some references from the stars, I think this could be ancient ogres reference in some sort. Like in ancient ogres, or she actually went there in some sort of temple and actually got some skills from there. But to me, this red electric means something big. Let's say if it's not even a red electric, it's a yellow electric. Who is the yellow electric in Tekken's history? And the shit is like coming out as if it's a freaking Heihachi thing. It's a Jinpachi shit. Right now, the moment she did it, she's trying to control herself because of her dual personality. Why can't we just freaking understand this simple concept? She has now again. I might have to take you back. I'm not done yet. Way out of your league, she knows it. Why? Because she has freaking Jinpachi by her side or something, bro. And notice something really interesting on this part as well. These lines. You see that, like, where have you seen these line faces? Where have we seen this? Right? In most of Japanese temples and stuff like that. So it doesn't mean anything. It just means kung fu and tiger stance. She is using scratches and scratching that reflects her character. That leads to another stance. 3 1, she goes down. Maybe it's a different stance. And now we are going back to the character. The character is being reflected through that tiger. And Heihachi has a tiger at his back. Right? Same dojo. Same symbols. Attitude. The stance. The way she stands. It's a freaking Heihachi thing. To look badass and to look like a freaking masculine mother fluffer. No, what is this, man? Who has this move other than this? Anna has this move. You're telling me Heihachi did something with Anna? Oh shit, Heihachi, behave yourself. Just correct the biggest thing Heihachi and Anna. You listen, she has Anna here. The whole time, every time I will look like I will look at her, I will think about this and then I will say that shit, she has Anna's hair, She has some sort of Anna's appearance. If I look at the nose as well, then I don't know. Okay, right? We're around. No, a freaking complete awaiting, low awaiting move. Of course. That puts the opponent in a stun. That means she can continue pressuring on if that hits on counter, which is crazy. So now, moving on. This very move, now I'm just gonna freaking slow it down. I want to be able to do justice with this trailer. The stance. Low awaiting, high move. Stun. Up forward 3-1. This is more like a hunting hawk. This standing locomotion or whatever the stance this stance is, we can clearly tell she actually has a very, very good height. And now, this is a very Jun Kazama and Asuka kind of a move. Then on top of everything, she has that forward 3+4 that Bob's roll. She was not in any move to be able to perform this forward 3+4 roll. Right? So what is this freaking yellow flame, yellow electrics are doing? Help me understand here which character in the Tekken history ever had a yellow electric. See? The duality is coming into play. Like I said, that Reina is a split personality. She has no control over her in certain scenarios or whenever she chooses to be an asshole and whenever she chooses to be a nice girl that she actually is. So this nice girl greets Jin like this. You see that? Do you see the eyes, the innocence in the eyes? Purple? No, the black side, the darker side is coming out. So I see it that way. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I have a complete confidence that this person definitely is going to be the most key character of the game. Probably the story narrator, probably the character who's going to be the most vital character in the story, and definitely we can clearly see why. The heal double forward 3, um, just like Heihachi. And it's an engager apparently, and she goes for a freaking another double forward 3, and it looked like she has a double forward 4 and double forward 3, both kind of a move, and both are homing, which is not good. Engager. That's a, I think that was a heat move. No, she has already spent. But why those blue flames are coming out? Breaks the wall. Down forward 1. Goes into the stance. 4, 2, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1 plus 2. 4, 3, 2, 2, 1 plus 2. Down forward 1. But instead, she does a headbutt. Hell sweep. Clearly, she knows how to hell sweep, but let me tell you that this hell sweep is very similar to Asuka Kazama. So, you know, karate, right? Mishima karate, so it's fine. She knows. Low, high. Yeah. Low, high, and then an actual heat smash. Look at this. See? This character is not nice. And she laughs at the face of Kazuya, bro. She is so freaking confident. She knows that she has in her to take this guy down. Apparently, even Jin is always serious, and Jin is not trying to freaking, you know, call him out like that, and she laughs at him. You'll understand soon from my electric. And the music is definitely sounding like Tekken 2 Kazuya Mishima's stage music. Kazuya's theme, actually. And which is interesting for a Mishima dojo kind of a stage. This stage is basically a remake of Tekken 3's stage of Jin, I have a feeling. She literally beaten Kazuya in the electric game, which is scary. Knows about it. Why do you think Reina has this move? Why Reina has this move? We have to have a little bit of background of um, the guy who's actually making the game, Harada-san. Do you know Harada-san is a big simp for Yamazaki from King of Fighters? So Harada likes Yamazaki as a character from the King of Fighters series. He actually gave his move to Reina. Can you believe that? Yamazaki's super +2. Again, there is that yellow aura. And then she goes for an omen that leads to a kick. This is that very Mishima thing that she did. 4-2 stands. And if nobody paid attention, I think you can only use this parry in heat. Because she's already in heat. And this does more damage. Again, those signs, eclipse, something that resonates with things moving in the air, and there's a freaking rocks around her, right? These rocks. She got these powers from these rocks. She actually went into the mountain, then she discovers her true potential, and that's that eclipse, and maybe it's Grandpa Jinpachi, blessing her kid or something like that, right? In Tekken 5 DR, he actually comes out of rocks, right? This is Jinpachi-san, and but what confuses me here is that if you pay attention to this globe, this is one of those eclipse globe that you actually get to see in Ogre's head in Tekken 3. And this could also well mean that she is connected to Ogre. Maybe who had red eyes? Ogre had red eyes. Jinpachi also had red eyes. Akuma has red eyes. So the rocks are Azazel? Yes. This could also mean Azazel. Azazel is more like a purple shit, right? Oh, wait. Had she had that ball in her hand when she pulled it out? Oh my god! Both Heihachi and then Jinpachi. Back in Tekken 6, you will actually notice that in the final round, even Azazel yells like that. This kiddo is. Oh my god, this is getting so complicated. I swear to God. But I have a complete faith in this character. I think this character is flawless. Yes, there could have been some improvements in the costume, I do believe, because I'm a freaking designer and I know really well, you know, costume designers. I think the costume design is slightly ordinary but unique, I must say. But maybe that definitely resonates her from, resonates her personality. Um, and I see that so many things that we can actually talk about, ladies and lads. This character is so good. It's looking, wow, you cannot believe that we actually had a freaking breakdown of an hour on this trailer.